If you've ever opened Zoho Books and had no idea where to start, this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through the Zoho Books interface, so by the end, everything just clicks. Whether you're just getting started in Zoho Books or you're trying to clean things up, you're in the right place. My name is Stephanie Smith, owner of New Light Financial Solutions, where we help business owners like you gain clarity around their finances. From support to those who are doing it on their own, all the way up to CFO advisory services, we will meet you where you're at. You can learn more about what we do on our website at newlightfs.com. The link is in the description. All right, now let's dive in. Once you sign up for Zoho Books, you'll need to know how to navigate the system. So I want to give you an overview of where everything is so you know where to find things. When you first log in or sign up, you will be taken to your homepage. This is your dashboard of what's going on in your business. When there's data in the system, you will see your receivables and payables and your cash flow, and all of these dashboards will populate based on the data that you have. Something useful to point out here is the Getting Started tab will help you get started in Zoho Books. So this will walk you through some of the processes to configure your accounts or connect to a payment gateway. So if you don't know where to begin, this is a really great place. And then there is also a recent updates tab. So to keep in the know of what's going on with Zoho Books and everything that they are doing on the back end, this tab is where you'll find those updates. The main way you're going to navigate through the system is using the left navigation bar. I will point out that there is the ability to close it. So down here at the bottom, you can close the bar and it shows up as icons. And if that ever happens and you want to expand it again, you just use the arrow down here at the bottom. But going down the side here, we start with items. So items are where you build out your products and services. So they're ready to drop into your invoices and your bills without having to type them in every single time. So if you're selling services or items, this is a great place to start to put your items in. The next section is sales. So this is everything related to getting paid. Your estimates, your invoices, customer payments, credit notes, all of those things are going to be in this section. And I will add that depending on your specific Zoho book subscription, you may or may not see some of the items that I'm showing you here. So just keep that in mind as we walk through things. But in the customer section, you'll be able to add all of your customers and their customer information. When you're ready to invoice those customers, you'll use the invoice section. And then when you receive payments on those invoices, you can do that here as well. The next section is purchases. So your purchases, this is everything related to paying other people, your vendors, vendor bills, expenses, purchase orders, vendor credits, that's all in this section. So as you purchase things from other people to run your business, you can add them in the system as vendors. You can add your expenses in here as you making purchases for your business. You can put in reoccurring expenses if things happen over time. Your bills, you would enter those to track accounts payable. And then when you make payments, you can do that as well. So all of that is in the purchases section. The next section is time tracking. This is where you log billable hours and project time so you can invoice clients accurately if you are using projects and timesheets and want to do that. The next section is one of the most important. This is your banking section. This is where you will see all of your bank accounts. I haven't set up this account yet because I just signed up, so there are no bank accounts yet. But when I do sign up and get my bank accounts connected, you will see them here listed. The system will automatically give you a petty cash account and an undeposited funds account. And then when you're ready to connect your bank accounts, up here in the right-hand corner, you'll see add bank or credit card account. Or if you're on the free plan, you will have to import your statements. So this is where all the action happens. Once that's done, you can categorize those transactions, and I'll have other videos that cover all of those things. The next section is your filing and compliance section. When you first sign up, this is going to be just a spot for 1099s and where you can create those 1099s. But this is also where you'll manage sales tax. You'll run your sales tax liabilities and record sales tax payments. So if you're using sales tax, you'll have to set up the option to use sales tax in the system, and that's where this will show up in this section. The next section is accountant. This is kind of the behind the scenes accounting layer. It includes your chart of accounts. That's all the places where you'll be able to record things to. You'll be able to put in manual journal entries. And then the next section is your reports. This is where you'll be able to run all of your standard reports and all the custom reports that they have here in Zoho Books. The next section is documents. So Zoho has a place that is built-in storage for receipts, statements, and other financial documents you want to keep organized in one place. If you use Zoho documents, you will be able to easily attach these files to your bills or your invoices or your transactions, and even your reconciliation. So you can create folders and organize everything nicely in this area. The other two apps that are listed here out of the start is Zoho Payroll. This is a separate add-on that connects to Zoho Books if you need to run payroll. It is a built-in payroll option that is integrated within the system. And Zoho Payments is where you can manage your payment processing settings for accepting online payments from customers. And Zoho has their own payment processing capabilities, so you can run everything integrated in one place. So the left-hand side is how you will typically navigate through the system. Other things that I want to point out is up here on the top, you'll see your recent activities. So if you click this, you'll see the recent things that you've done. So let's say you enter a bill and you want to go back and reference that. You can find that here in this recent activities. Up here is also your search bar. If you click the drop-down arrow with the magnifying glass, you'll see specific places to search. So if you want to specifically search for a customer, or you want to specifically search in banking, you can select that option and then search as a global search up here. So that's useful if you're trying to find things in the system. The next thing I want to point out is this plus symbol here. This is your quick create button. So if you click this, you'll be able to quickly create items in your system. So if you need to add in an invoice, you can do that from here, or a vendor bill, or log a payment. So this is just a quick stop to do all the things you need to do in the system. And then the most important area over here is your settings. So the cogwheel up here is your settings. This settings option will let you do everything else that is in Zoho Books. This will let you update your profile information, your company name, what type of company you are, your address, those kind of things. You can add stuff like your logos and branding and everything. You can add users and change their roles. This is where you would invite an accountant if you were doing that. There's lots of setup and configurations, from adding your opening balances and what payment terms you want to put in. And then if you're using customer or vendor portals, that's here as well. So there's a lot of options here in the settings, and I encourage you to go look around in here and see what you need for your specific business, because everyone's a little different. But this is where you'll find all the other settings within Zoho Books. The last thing I want to point out is your profile. So if you click on your profile icon up here, you can head to your account information. This will let you manage your name and your email address, your profile photo if you want to upload a photo. And it also gives you more information about what plan you're on, and if you need assistance, there's links down here. And that's it. That's the basic overview of the Zoho Books user interface. I hope that was helpful. That's it for this one. If you found this helpful, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next tutorial. And if you want ongoing support with your bookkeeping, please check out our DIY bookkeeping support membership. It's built for business owners who are doing their own books but want expert help along the way. And if you ever get to a point where you'd rather just hand your books off, we do that too. All of the links are in the description. I want to say thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next one.